This here is the pipe that has to go down to the X19 rad. Complicated pipe. I didn't have any leftover sections of stainless steel donut, so I used some 1 3/8 stainless steel 304 tubing and cut it in sections and welded it together. And here you can see this is how the alignment for this attachment goes for the return line from the turbocharger. So apart from that, this whole part is ready now to be pressure tested, so I'll probably plug it off and either fill it up with water or put some compressed air on it, not much, and just spray it down with some Fantastic, and that way I can see if there's any bubbles and any pinhole leaks that I have to just go over with my TIG welder. This is a rough fit up, so we've got the catalytic converter put back in with the just a test fit. I don't have the clamp on, but I've got the bottom bolts in. The clamp is what I'm referring to is up here. And this is a return pipe. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong side with the X19. It would be nice if we had a custom rad that was fed on the opposite sides, but it doesn't. So a custom crossover pipe has to be made. But this is just checking the clearance that it's going to be between the catalytic converter and this pipe. The catalytic converter does get wrapped with exhaust header wrap and held on with stainless steel bands. So far everything's looking good. I've got to make up this pipe now. This is a return from the turbocharger. It was normally this was up here, and now we've relocated it down to here. So I'm going to make up that pipe, get that fitted, and once done, I should be able to put this back together. Here I am set up to pressure test. I've only got about 3 pounds pressure on this, which isn't a lot. Here's some Fantastic household cleaner. Perfect for checking for leaks. Okay, so I've done a bunch of TIG welds on this tube. It's custom made, and all you do is you put the Fantastic on it. Now, I expect it to leak around the weld, or not around the weld, pardon me, but around the tape. That's expected. But I know there's a leak here because I have already tested it, and what you're going to see, there it is. Okay, no matter how much you put on it, you can see how it comes back. So it's just a pinhole leak with a few pounds of air on it. You can sit there and you can wipe it away and it will just keep coming back. I use this for air conditioner leaks. It works amazing. And what happens is on very, very small leaks on air conditioning, those bubbles are so fine it almost looks like aluminum corrosion. But for what a can of Fantastic or a spray bottle of Fantastic costs, pennies, you'll find if there's any leaks on it. Now, the bigger the leak, well, the bigger the bubble, and the smaller the leak, the smaller the bubble. So I know I've got to just go back here with my TIG welder, and I've got a pinhole right here someplace, so that's not a big deal. I'll get that fixed up. Okay, we took a moment here, and I re-TIG welded that bad spot, and as you can see, no bubbles, so that's good. We're all set, pressure tested. Well, I've got the engine back together, some of the modifications to prep it for the X19 body. Had to take this and flatten it out, so it was cut in a new section. That's actually 304 stainless. It's a 300 series, not the 400 series, which kind of rusts. This pipe had to be made, if you remember, it came out this way. Well, we don't have room on the X19 for that to happen. It's got to go down, so that was changed. If you were paying attention, this oil cooler, this flange was peened over because it comes out sharp and it tends to rip into the insulation when I put it into the test body. So that's and in the final product car, just to give it that little bit of clearance when you slide it in. The water line here was on the pipe that came out, and you can see now where it's been recrimped. A new hose has been put on from there as well, and hooked up to the pipe. You can also see how complicated this pipe is. There's just no way you're going to figure that out just by trying to get in there and tack weld pieces of pipe. I have a jig, and that's what I've done to copy it.